same pain that almost destroyed me is the same pain that turned me into a beast. And if you stick around to the end, I will teach you how to do the same thing. So grab your blunt, grab your coffee, grab your whiskey, grab your juice. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to turn your pain into power. So let's get started. For those of you guys that don't know my story, 3 years ago, I went through a spiritual awakening. I was in a cult. And on top of dealing with all of that at one time, every friend that I had loved, depended on, turned their back on me while I was dealing with that process. And when I was dealing with that situation, I wanted to know what the hell happened to me. See, me, when things happen to me, I don't know about you guys, but I'm the kind of person, man, when something happens to me, I'm a very analytical person. So I wanted to know, how was I brainwashed to be in the cult? What happened to me? So I took years to self-introspect. I read a lot of self-help books. I studied how cults work. I learned about manipulation. I learned tactics on how people actually target individuals in manipulation. I learned how to be a manipulator. The reason why I learned that, because I wanted to know what it looked like. Now, most people, when they go through pain, they take their pain and they internalize it. They introduce themselves as their pain. They become their pain. And that was nothing I wanted to do. So I had two options. Either I can teach everything I learned about dealing with manipulation, dealing with pain, or I could have been a cult leader or a manipulator, just like the people who hurt me. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use all the pain that I experienced, and I'm going to teach people how to avoid the things that I avoided. So I learned all of these things, and I'm finna teach you the same thing that I went through. So, majority of you guys have been hurt. Some of you guys have been abused as a child. Y'all been raped. Y'all been emotionally abused. And whether you believe it or not, it's a gift in that, because to me, hey, I know it sounds crazy as hell. Like, wait a minute, how does me being abused, how does me being great, all of these things is a gift? Because guess what? I'm only saying this is a gift if you actually did the work, you actually healed yourself, and you actually did what it takes to overcome. See, in my situation, when I was overcoming being in a cult, realizing I was brainwashed, I had nobody to teach me this shit. So I tried to go to therapy, but they couldn't really, they're not trained to deal with people that went through cults. So I had to become my own therapist, my own teacher. And through all of that, I learned how to heal. So by me going through that experience, it made me an expert at how to deal with cults, at how to deal with people that's been abused. It made me an expert at dealing with these things. I can reach out to people that actually experienced that. And some of you guys on the other side of this camera, y'all been abused, y'all been raped, y'all went through all kind of shit. And y'all had to learn how to become great by yourself. You ain't had no support. Your mama wasn't there, your daddy wasn't there, your family wasn't there. And guess what? That's a business out there. That's your purpose in life. Say you was great. You can go out there and create a business, and you can actually become a counselor for those who went through what you went through. You can be somebody they can talk to. Because here's the thing, a person that's going to be able to deal with you, they're going to be able to deal with you. They're going to want to talk to you because you went through what they experienced. You didn't, no diss to therapists, and they got book knowledge. So a lot of them, they are teaching from a manual. You are teaching from live experience. And you can use that same thing to help people. That same trauma that you went through can be turned into a skill to make you become a millionaire. And learn, hey, that's how you turn your pain to power. Like when I was dealing with my healing situation, what I did, I learned. I stayed. So when I reached the point where I was finally healed, I started writing to myself, my inner self, like, yo, if I could say anything to that younger version of me that was being emotionally abused, that was in that cult, what can I say to my younger self that can motivate that person? And those same, I would do this all the time. It sound crazy. I end up realizing I was good at it. And I started using those scripts to help somebody else. I started using all of the videos that I have on this channel. Those were scripts that was written to my younger self. Majority of all of the videos I made on this channel, I was talking to my younger self. I was giving my younger self motivation. I would ask my younger self, hey, you was going through that. What did you want to hear? What did you want to hear? Because at the time I was going through all the shit I was going through, I ain't had nobody to talk to. I ain't had no motivational coaches. I had to be my own motivator. So the same way that I'm doing this, that I did this, you guys can do the same thing. It's people out there want to hear your story. It's people out there that's on the other side of the camera that experienced everything you went through. And they want to know, they want to know like, yo, how can I get better, man? How can I overcome this, man? Is there anybody that went through what I went through? Hey, let your story tell your story and let your story be. Let your story motivate people to be better. That's all I got for y'all. It's a very short video. I'm out. I'm done. I'm gone. Peace.